Welcome. I am so honored to speak about this topic. It lays very close to my heart. And for me, manifestation is kind of like, it's an art, kind of like cooking. You know, in principle, everybody can do it, right? I mean, you can just put some things together or just make a tortilla bread with cheese. But you can also kind of discover the nuances around crafting your life the way you want it to be, bringing intention, bringing awareness, bringing responsibility. And in this journey of the last years that I brought a lot of intention into my manifestation practice, if there is such a thing we can call, the oils were an incredible companion. And I had impressive moments that I didn't expect. The oils would bring me different insights. I also had to discover a lot of oils on the go, and I'm gonna make an effort to combine here very simple concepts with more complex ones. And we're also going to talk about very simple oils and more complex ones. So we're going to try to journey between all of these different things. Let me give you an overview of what we're going here today. So what is the next step, community? And I believe for the crowd that we have here, I can jump through this very quickly. What is manifestation? What are essential oils and how they support you in manifesting? We're going to talk about 5 steps for manifesting and the top 10 oils to support it. 3 ways to use the oils and how you can get started afterwards. So there's also going to be a space for question and answer as we go. I wanted to put a picture of everybody in here. And then today I thought I need to shrink it and get pictures of everyone to put it in here because there's just a beautiful expansion of this collection that we made it quite a while ago. So this community has been founded in 2018. We are wellness advocates. We're women who have a passion for living healthy and who have chosen to partner with doTERRA. We have entered more than 1,500 homes, and in total, we're more than 40 women who have chosen to educate. We have also actually 1 man in our organization. So maybe I'm talking too much about women, but it's just how it is. We're in 3 continents, quite international, quite a broad range of interests and also personality traits. And among this community, you're going to find a lot of health coaches, nutritionists, personal trainers, yoga teachers, moms, life coaches, you name it. And we have one thing in common, which is making a positive impact in the world, creating freedom for ourselves, for our customers. And in freedom, I mean from feeling good, financial freedom, but also freedom from a system that is calling for a change, a system of healthcare and a system on a way of working and serving. We have a bunch of beautiful customer resources to our customers, and you can find like emails, Google Drives, PDFs. We have just a really huge database of knowledge that we have made it available online for our customers, and anybody who works with us can access it. It's in 3 languages, and now we're working towards more of them. So now let's dive into the topic of tonight. What is manifestation? I actually spoke to one of you right before we would start this call that for me is really important that you understand right here and now. Manifestation does not equal happiness. And this concept is essential, especially as everybody's talking about manifestation nowadays. It becomes this new thing, right? Instagram is just bombarding of tips on manifesting, and gosh, I love some reels about it. And it can be, and it can be really fun. But happiness is something that happens right here and now. You cannot experience happiness in the past or in the future. Happiness is a quality of presence and contentment. It's available for you already. You don't need to go anywhere to get it. Manifestation is a game that happens from where you're at to what you want to get in the future, to what you want to attract. It's a dance. It's a part of life between you now and your future self. Oh, I love that you're taking a picture, Marianne. Send it to me, please do it. and your future self, right? It's really this ability of crafting your life from where you're at. So don't misunderstand. Don't think that you need manifestation to bring happiness into your life, and start right here and now to calling in the happiness so that you can manifest different situations. So what is it? What's manifestation then? I actually went online and I looked at a definition, and it's an event. It's an object, an action that clearly shows or embodies something abstract or theoretical. In our case, a thought. Oh, I think somebody's asking to join. Yes. So it's the bringing of a thought into the material world, right? Into this touchable reality. I put reality there, but it's something about materializing. And there is something that I want you to know, which is you are a master manifester. And maybe you're not even aware of it, but everything in your life is a manifestation of your thoughts. All the incredible things and all the shitty things too. You brought them in with the power of your mind, and you're so good at it that you're not even aware. You know how people's greatest qualities, sometimes they're not even aware they do it so well that they don't realize they're doing. This is you and manifestation. But what I want to invite you on the journey of tonight is that we're going to speak about manifestation from a place of intention, from a place of choice and focus, so that you can take full responsibility.
Thank you.
I think we have somebody. Oh no, now it's okay. Somebody with the microphone. So you can take responsibility, because the thing is, whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life, and we're going to go into this a little bit. Let's say that you really want to manifest a beach house, right? Most likely this beach house is going to come with mold or ants or whatever insects you can think of. Marianne is laughing because she got it, right? And it's true, me too. My house was just infested with every possible animal that you can think of. And if you don't like using poison, you can think what a struggle that can be for you in your life. Katrin just said, I also had a realization that on another level, we are manifestations too. Yes. Different topic maybe, but it's just occurred to me that we are manifestation of divine consciousness. And precisely because we are, we can and we do, oftentimes more unconsciously than conscious. I love that you brought that up, Katrin. That's it. It's our nature. And it's what differentiates us mainly from animals, right? This capacity of thinking and producing. We think about a city, this city comes to be. So we're creating in the mind first. And I think this comes very much from our source of existence. So the responsibility is essential, and it comes from who we are on taking responsibility. If we have such a great power, we need to have great responsibilities, right? So if you want to attract the relationship, it's going to come with a probably endless challenging phase of adjusting to each other. There is a price. And my question to you today is going to be, are you willing to pay? What is the price that you're willing to pay? And are you willing to have the focus and the gratitude in what you're receiving, and not kind of like the side effects of the things that you're like, I should have been more precise. Okay, so I want to invite you to think right now. Maybe you have a pen and paper, or maybe you want to write it on your phone. You can open your note app. What is it that you want to manifest? Do you know? Do you have anything in your mind that you're like, I consciously choose to attract A, B, C, D, E in my life? I'll give you a minute to think about it or to write it down. I put some music. That became my new thing lately. Chove chuva, chove sem parar. Mas eu vou fazer uma prece. Nosso Senhor. Sometimes we think about manifestations in terms of like things. You can also think about health, mental state, experiences. All right. Now, my next question to you is, what are the stories that you're telling yourself about this desire? Is it hard? Is it easy? Is it feasible? What are the stories of time, space? All of these beautiful things of life, right? It's going to take really a long time so I get there. I need a lot of steps. Think about it for yourself, because the quality of these stories define the quality of the experience. So I thought I'd share a little bit with you why I like this topic. I went on my Instagram and I made some screenshots here of key points in things that I have consciously manifested in life. Of course, life is always a manifestation, but there were some things that I really had it in my head before they became reality. And this one was a post that I did back in 2018. So, oh my gosh, that's 5 years ago. And this was a picture you see here, these two chicks. This was a picture of my vision board. I hoped I would have my vision board, but I don't have it at the moment. I'm in a moving phase. My vision board is in the container, so I couldn't take more pictures of that. But then I took another picture, and then I remembered that this was similar to what I had in my vision board. So I didn't try to recreate a picture of my vision board. I took a picture, and then one day I thought, wow, this is fantastic. This was in my vision board. And I made a post about it back in the day. So I really like this example. This was a house that I lived back in the days in Amsterdam. It was a cool experience. And then I had another manifestation, which was getting a child. And I had quite a bumpy story of relationships, first part. And besides that, I had also had 3 miscarriages. And I really believe that manifesting a child into this world was a very conscious place for me. And then I had a second baby, which I did not consciously manifest at all. Actually, it was far from what I was hoping would happen in my life. But he was a huge gift. Not only that, but his birth was very much, I pictured that birth consciously in my head. And I had all the doctors telling me you wouldn't be this way and the worst scenarios. And I was so focused, and it ended up being even more impressive. So again, the power of mind was proven to me. Birth, I think, is a situation you cannot trick it around. You cannot bypass the energy of giving birth. So I really love that story. And then there was one here for a really long time. I wanted to live at the beach, and I had this experience for a while. So this was a day that we were in the boat of a friend, not my boat. I don't want to have a boat, not in my manifestation. And then my dream changed from living at the beach to living at the forest. And this is where I am right now. So yeah, dreams change, manifestation changes. And probably the most exciting manifesting thing of my life was this community that we have created. And I remember sitting down and writing this manifesto even. I remember trying to fill in who would be the people we would attract. So this is the quality of manifestation, is bringing this intention of how I want to experience my future, connecting to your future memories. Okay, but what the heck do essential oils have to do with that, Isa? Well, everything. Essential oils are volatile organic plant compounds, which is a fancy way of saying they are a chemical information that lives in the plant, okay? And they are the immune system of the plant, and they can be used to protect the plant, to change the hormones of the plant. And they can also be used to protect us and to change our hormonal state. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the qualities of manifestation, and one of them is going to be, for example, to feel safe, to clear from negativity, to have the physical capacity of raising your vibration. And in all of that, these compounds are extremely powerful. But there is one, which is where I think a lot of magic can lay, the capacity of essential oils to influence how our brain works. So what happens to us when we smell an essential oil is that this information gets in contact with our limbic system, and an emotion is triggered after that. If you're trying to manifest something, emotion is key. You need to feel it. You really need to feel it right here and now, so you can have an energetic frequency to attract it in the future. And that's exactly what essential oils are going to help you to do. Not only from a place of thinking, feeling, and then anchoring that sensation with the smell, and then smelling again to return to that sensation, but also from the ability of, if I have a tendency of having negative thoughts which lead to negative emotions in my body, I can use essential oils to alchemize, to change that, to tell my body over and over again, oops, not this direction, come back here, we're going here. Okay, you're going negative again. Let me pick you up by the hand. We're going to go into a different direction. And something that I find really powerful is that essential oils are very next to the memory center. Did you notice that I said a few times here that manifestations are connections to future memories? I don't know if you noticed this word. I absolutely love it, love it. So think about it, your brain storing memories in the past, but your brain stores memories of the future too. It's all kind of like abstract concepts of not here and now that your mind is busy with. It's also this illusion, right? Illusions of the mind, where the mind is. The thing is, you can use an essential oil to bring that to that memory state, be it past or future. And it builds these different pathways, these new ways of thinking. And thinking is super important, especially when we're speaking about belief. We're going to get into that in a little bit, why belief is so important. But belief is nothing but a thought that you think over and over and over again. And essential oils are going to influence the change of this thought that is so repetitive into perhaps a different one, which can anchor a new belief. And then when we talk about all of this, it's all frequency, right? And therefore purity is essential. So purity is something that you can test in a lab. So doTERRA does that on their oils by using certified pure therapeutic grade testing. And it also always puts this test made by external party online in a website called sourcetoyou.com. So there is 100% transparency, and that you can know that it is pure in composition. But let's talk about purity in terms of energy, in terms of the intention, the happiness of the people who put the seed in the plant, which went over to the happiness of the people who distilled it, who transported it, us, who are teaching about it to you. So you have a chain of production of high frequency people, which then are going to influence the high frequency of what you're getting right here. I mean, how many people start to elevate their consciousness and to live their life from a more empowered place, and they go to H&M and they feel like, or even Primark, they go to Primark and they feel like, I can't stand the energetic frequency of these clothes that cost €1 or something. Can you still buy stuff for €1 of Primark? I'm sure you can. But it's so low that your body doesn't resonate with you with this anymore, right? And with this oil, it does, because it's high. So as you elevate yourself, you feel this pull, this attraction to high vibrational oils too. There are mainly 4 ways that the essential oils are going to be supporting your manifesting journey. So as I said, they're going to change long-term, help you change long-term beliefs, help you gain more clarity. What is it that I want? What are the steps that I need to take in order to get that? One that I absolutely love is getting you in the mood, changing from negativity, from low, from I don't feel like that, I'm too tired. Get a drop of peppermint in your mouth, do a little dance, inhale some wild orange and just go for it. This is all ways to raise your vibration and be able to bring more, manifestation into your life. These are the 5 steps I have written down, which I think it's a very simplified way of speaking of manifestation, but it's 5 steps that if you kind of like focus on it, you already have a really, really good base. So the first one is being able to visualize. When I asked you to write down what was it that you wanted, are you able to see it in front of you? Are you able to see it so good that you can get specific? Talk about specific on that bathtub picture. It's crazy. Well, only that thing is in nature, but the other one was in the city. But for the rest, there's even this blonde chick. And, there are all these things of like being really specific on what is it that I want to attract in my life. The more specific you get, the more powerful it is. And then after you visualize and you got really specific, feel it in your body. And this is where I love where essential oils enter. When you smell, you're able to anchor a state, to change your mental pathway, and to really embody a new state of being that is closer to that which you want to attract. And third, choose your belief, reframe your story. Remember that I asked, what was the belief that you had around this thing that you wanted to manifest? Are you able to reframe your story? What is a story, Isa? So here's the thing. I was once in a coaching session, and there was a lady saying, she was very frustrated because she said, pandemic hit in, and it's really hard to sell, and we cannot do that. And, my business starting to go really bad, and I'm very frustrated. And then the coach just paused, she took a deep breath, and she said, okay, who had other different results during pandemic? And I raised my hands, and she said, okay, tell me a little bit more. How did your business go during pandemic? And then I said, well, we grew 200%. And then she just smiled and she said, your story is everything. Your story is everything. So the story that you're telling yourself is going to make a difference in that which you're experiencing. So your story is not defined by your external circumstances. Remember that. Your external circumstances, they're just happening. Your story is your choice of interpretation from the events. And fourth, once you have reframed your beliefs, take inspired action. Co-create and do the work. If you've been working with me for a while, you're going to know that I'm a little bit allergic to something that I can see sometimes, especially in the spiritual community, which I believe to be a part of. I mean, spirituality is a huge part of my life, but there is something about I'm going with the flow. I'm just receiving it. Okay. There is something about this, okay? Yes, we go with the flow. I agree. And yes, receivership is an incredible art. And gosh, I hoped I would be much better at it. But this is a co-creation, right? If you want to move to the place of your dreams, you got to book the ticket. If you want to dream in if you want to live in a different house, you gotta, go to the makelaar. My God, I'm only thinking in Dutch right now. You got to go look for it, right? If you want to have the date, you got to start the conversation. So things come, yes, they come, but you need to do the work, right? So there is a part of you that is going to take a few steps in order to receive it. And that's why I say inspired action, because it's not about frenetically going for something, it's about co-creating. And lastly, manage your energy, because like attracts like. So why are some people so lucky? Because they believe their energetic embodiment is that life is easy and things come easily to them. I also had a conversation with one of you today about this, right? So they know how to manage their energy to be in a space of attraction. They trust. So trust attract more things that allow you to trust more, right? So if you want to be around certain type of people, embody this certain energetic field around these people. If you want to be healthy, start to embody more healthy habits. It's quite simple, right? Okay, but so what are the oils that can help you in all of these steps? Let's talk about my top 10 favorite ones. I have some of them here as well. And I'm starting with the real basic here in this first page, which is, for example, peppermint. Peppermint is an essential oil. For example, you can get a drop of peppermint and put it on your tongue, and you're just going to feel that presence of feeling right here and now. It brings you into the present moment. It gives a sense of mental clarity. If you're busy doing too much and you don't have that much focus, where am I going? Peppermint just brings you back. It opens your airways, allow for more oxygen to flow. When you have more oxygen, you can literally think better. Wild orange, the oil of abundance. Wild orange is the cheapest essential oil in the market, and it is the oil of abundance. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because abundance is accessible. Abundance is there. It's for everybody. It's not rare. It's not scarce, right? Everything we need is readily available. And I think wild orange embodies that so beautifully. And then I have here Air X, but it can also be called air or breathe. It depends a lot on where you're at. This is a combination of oils that work with the respiratory system. What does that has to do with manifesting? It has to do with the fact when you put a few drops in your hands and you take a few deep inhales, you literally open your heart. You open your rib cage physically, like it allows more space for air to flow, but it allows your heart. Your heart is the highest frequency center of your body. Act from here, right? So allow this space to be the guidance, not your mind. Your mind creates, your mind thinks. I think our internet went down.
In the forest, you have the best connection, but not always the best Wi-Fi.
Like a Caribbean island.
Yes.
She's not in the Caribbean right now. Huh?
No, but I lost my my internet also doing a workshop. There she is.
She's back on almost.
You're still here.
Yes,
Of course.
of course.
Thank you.
Now you're not on an island, but in a forest is still not your any internet is good.
Have good internet in your manifestation, not specific enough. I want a house in the forest with good internet, please. Oy. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, I need to record again and maybe glue these two together.
On my recording, it looks like you are still recording, Isa.
You're muted, Isa.
You are muted. We cannot hear you.
Where did we stop?
The air opening your heart.
Open your heart. Did I speak about lemon? No, I'm gonna go to lemon. So one of the reasons I love using lemon for mental clarity and for focus. So when you're gonna get started writing on your journal or doing your vision board, these are really simple oils to use. You know, lemon to get more focus. What is it that I really want? Can lemon get me more specific? Wild orange, so I think in possibilities. Peppermint, so I'm able to be more present as I do that. And another one, which is also a very powerful one, can be used specifically, is stitch tree or melaleuca to dispel negativity. You're in the process of going for your dreams, and sometimes there's just this energy vampires in life, right? Maybe it can be in your own head, maybe it can be outside. Both, they suck you up. You can really use a melaleuca in a beautiful way to kind of like clear that space. Raise vibration by eliminating what's low. And then these 5 are, yeah, kind of like a gem, kind of like very powerful. So balance is an excellent oil to help you complete tasks. You told yourself you were going to do something, you do it. You do it. Remember of co-creation. You have the energy of showing up. The energy of the world shows up to you, like attracts like. So balance can be really helpful when you're procrastinating or just feeling kind of like all around. So it can help you recollect and act from your place of center. And then there is Motivate, which is an oil that combines many of the oils we're speaking around here. So it combines the citrus with the peppermint with Melissa, my all-time favorite for manifestation. I'm going to talk about it in a bit. So this can be a beautiful blend to encourage you to pursue your dreams. Melissa is a powerhouse. It's the oil of light. This oil, like, you can be really down. Try putting a drop of Melissa on your heart and see what happens. A drop. Powerful oil. You don't need much. It's a tiny bottle. It's a 5 milliliter bottle. It's a pricey oil. But if you cannot afford it, which I hope that you can also get Melissa in Motivate. It's another way to be in contact with this frequency, only that it's diluted there. So maybe you want to have the pure one as well. Yeah, so Melissa, the oil of light. Let me speak a little bit more about this one. Melissa is a tiny flower, very rare to extract, right? So you need a lot of tiny flowers to make Melissa oil, and that makes Melissa oil so expensive. But there is something about, I love Melissa. Yes, me too, Amelie. I love that you share that, because for me, it's a game changer. So there is something in the frequency of Melissa, which is high. It's high in terms of the thoughts that you're going to have of high frequency, your energetic expression change. You connect more with your third eye, your crown chakra, with possibilities, with insight. Melissa's a beauty. And then we have frankincense, and just such king oil. I always talk about it. And frankincense is an awesome oil to connect to universal guidance. So if you're feeling like, I kind of know what I want, but I don't really know if I know what I want, and I don't even know if what I want is really what I want, what my soul wants. If you're in this, go with frankincense. Ask for guidance, ask for clarity. You can apply a little bit here. You can put it in a diffuser. I'm going to talk about some applications as well, but this can be a beautiful oil. And finally, blue tansy. So blue tansy is also an excellent oil to put it in your beauty products. It's blue. I have it here to show you that, you see, blue tansy can also get a little bit hard. It's blue. Can you see? But it doesn't stay blue on your skin. It's also a flower. It's also hard to harvest. It's also a little bit more pricey. But I think when you're talking about manifestations, you go with some things that are very accessible, but you also take a little bit the next step. You take the next step of thinking, you know what? I'm going to invest here on myself and just watch what the ripple effect can do. Blue tansy is known as the oil of inspired action, which is an essential step that we spoke about on the manifestation journey. Also, extreme nervous system regulator, so calming. Yes, Catherine, thank you for sharing that. It is so calming. It really is. And I love what I'm going to tell it here is I love combining many of these oils in my own roller blend and putting an intention to it. Yeah. So let's talk about that, the 3 ways to use. Aromatically, you can have any of these oils in the diffuser. You can make your own manifestation blend. I have made a few of those and I love them because each one of them bring kind of like a character of where I am on that moment. I, for example, like to put mine in pipettes like this. I have here like pure essential oils, but I can just like, grab it a bunch and then put it in the diffuser, or grab it a few drops and put it on my hands. I personally really like to do it like that. You can also do it topically. So you can make roller blends yourself, like with this. I love having a few of those in my life. There are some roller blends that are already ready, like the Motivate, that you can use it already. And you can also use the oils internally, and internally mainly means working with the regulation of your system, right? Marianne said something. I use 1 drop of blue tansy every day with my Virage cream, and it makes me smile every day in the mirror for myself. I love that. Yes, 1 drop every day. It's really good, right? It's really good. I have also tried, it's one of the best oils that I have tried for skin as well. Exactly. And when you're doing this, when you're using for your manifestation aromatically or topically, you can have 2 choices. One of them is you can choose to anchor a state with the oils, to combine them. And when you're in that state, like you either just finished your vision board or you just finished writing your manifestation letter or something, and you feel like, yes, this is going to be possible, or something really exciting happened that is just next to what you want to experience, you grab your oils and you anchor that state. And you're teaching your brain, this is where we're going to get. So you can do it topically, aromatically, you can do it all together. And then over and over again, when you want to get to that state, you smell the oil. Now, life happens, and sometimes you're not going to get in this state specifically, but don't
And she's gone. Oh.
She'll be back.
Yeah.
Ik heb blue tansy en meer heb ik cadeau gegeven aan mezelf met kerst. Ja.
Mooi. Echt.
Ja, ik ben ook heel ik heb ze nog niet opengemaakt.
Nou, vanaf nu elke dag.
Ik hoor het. Ga ik doen.
Ja. Lekker uitsmeren, ook over je hart. Echt een cadeautje aan jezelf.
Ja, ik heb jarropom heb ik nu. Dat vind ik ook zo fijn.
Ja.
Dat had ik ook weer cadeau mezelf.
Goed zo! Ja, die gebruik ik s'avonds. Ook zulke mooie cadeautjes.
Ze is
Ja,
er
daar is ze
weer.
weer.
I'm curious, what was that?
What was that? Oh, glutency on the skin
What was
and yellow
that?
pump.
What we said,
Oh,
or
yeah.
what the last thing was what you said, Isadora? Are you curious what we talked about, or
Yeah,
what?
of
Are you
course I'm
curious?
curious what you were talking about. I come in, everybody's laughing, and I'm like, why? I don't want to miss the joke.
I said I gave myself presents of glutency and Mira at Christmas, but I didn't use it yet, so I will do it. And then we talked about yarrow pom, and I said, oh, I gave that as a present to myself as well. So they laughed about my giving myself presents. I think.
Love it.
Yeah.
Actually thought many times about including myrrh in the presentation. Because it's also an oil like with a similar quality. Well, it was baby Jesus got it, right? So that says enough. Maybe, well, or at least the story says. But what matters is that the story talks about two very high frequency oils. And one of them is frankincense, the other one is myrrh. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful to attract this divine quality to it. Oh, mooi. Okay. Let's wrap it up. It's a tough day here with the internet, huh? Okay, wait. What was the second oil? I didn't catch it. Oh, frankincense and myrrh. Micha? I don't know how you say it in any other language. Myrrh. So, beautiful opportunity this month with an epic promotion. So if you've been trying to manifest a good deal, I'm bringing it for you, which is when you get started with a Home Essentials kit, like it has the 10 basic oils, frankincense is there, lemon, peppermint, air, tea tree, many of the oils that we spoke, your basic pharmacy at home, you get free 5 oils. So you receive 110 oils in euros, you save about 200 euros, and you get an epic collection for anything, name it, emotional support, manifesting, healthy living. It's just really here. It's 15 oils that you can go a long way with it. Not to say that you're going to have like a perfectly well-equipped home pharmacy. Big kiss, Emily. Hi. Yeah, so when you're ready to get started, you can reach out to the person who showed you this video. You're always welcome to be working with us. I always like to say that you don't only get your oils, you get our ongoing support too. And definitely people who are going to be the cheerleaders for whatever it is that you want to manifest. Nice. I would love to know. Let me stop the recording and questions, insights, stories. Who have experienced this as well before? Who has played with this, even with the oils?
Not with the oils yet. Not like you talking about. No, only in my head.
Awesome, Lievert. Then you can do that. Like think about making like a roller bottle that you anchor that belief in your head, especially in the phase that you're now. You know, like this thing that you're attracting in your life that you say, I'm gonna anchor something how this event smells like.
I will do that, definitely.
I set intentions every day with wild orange. Oh, this is beautiful, Mero. Intentions for the day or for life? Like how you want your day to be or how you want your life to be for the day. I like that. That's really, really beautiful. Yeah, so this is something you're just anchoring like that state of possibility with wild orange every day. So simple. So simple that this can
These
be.
oils, frankincense and blue tansy. I have had really nice experience with these oils, especially with blue tansy. I love the smell of this oil. It's so different. It's difficult to explain, but it's great. And it's wonderful for procrastination. It's amazing. You know, it helps you a lot to do what you have in your mind, to complete all the things that you have in your mind or you want to do it. It's beautiful for that. It's really good. It worked for me, and I have experience for some clients about this oil, and it's crazy about this oil. And of course, it helps for your skin, for blemishes. Yeah.
You know what I really love about this is that I didn't even know of all of this, and I have a really personal love affair with blue tansy. It took me a long time to buy it because it's quite expensive. I actually went to buy Melissa after 2 years I was working with doTERRA. How cheap can you be? Seriously. But it's true. And now both blue tansy and Melissa, I cannot not have it. It's, you know, sometimes like I don't have lemon, but I'll have Melissa. Yeah, I love that you say that because it just, right? It just shows that frequency is a thing. You feel a pull. You feel a pull to things that have high frequency. Love that. Yeah, thank you for sharing. This was beautiful, ladies. I'm going to open them. Martina, go for it. Totally open them and love them, and yeah, they're not going to go bad. And if they get hard, like in the future, sometimes this external part gets a little bit hard, you can just get a pipette like this. For myrrh, sometimes this can be really helpful. I have it with myrrh, sandalwood. Those are all oils that can very, oh, for sure. They say vetiver is good for patients, and when you try to get a drop, it takes 5 minutes. So I already like threw the bottle on the wall. So with that, yeah. Also working to manifest more patients in my life. Yeah, should use more vetiver. Okay. Thank you for being here. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, we still have the recording on. Yes.